Hello, guys. Welcome to Junior Talk. I am your host Siddhant, and this is the very first episode of this podcast. I'm really excited to have you all here. So, in the last couple of years, we saw a number of startups becoming unicorns, which is valuing at $1 billion, hiring people, expanding into new territories, offering new products. Then all of a sudden in 2022, all of this stopped. Instead, they started laying off people. So, what went wrong? And then the $1 billion question is, and I mean no pun intended, why all of a sudden? So, let's dig in. To get the answers to all these questions, let's travel back in time. Back in 2020, when the COVID 19 pandemic was at its peak, the government across the globe adopted an expansionary monetary policy. Through this and through the central banks, they started quantitative easing measures. They started buying bonds, providing stimulus checks, providing unemployment benefit, child care benefit, and whatnot. Through this, they started pumping money into the market. And for people in the market, the money supply increased. This, coupled with lowest interest rates of decades, led to a very easy money, and the fundraising for startups became like child play. They started expanding like anything, and their valuations skyrocketed. India saw 42 startups becoming unicorns in 2021 alone. In April alone, 8 startups became unicorn, including marquee names like Cred, Meso, Grow, and Urban Company. During this period also, India saw its first new age tech driven company going public, that is Zomato. On 27 July 2021, Zomato was listed on the Indian capital markets. On its listing day, it saw its shares skyrocketing a whopping 51%. This trend continued into 2022, which saw the unicorn numbers even going up to 100, with Open, which is a new banking fintech, became the 100th unicorn of India. But soon all this ended with a massive blow from the central banks. Due to the excessive supply of money in the market led to an increase in the demand substantially, and because of COVID-19 pandemic, the entire supply chain network was in a mess. All this mixed together led to a systematic increase in the inflation. The United States saw the inflation going to a 40-year high to 8 percentage point. Even in India, the RBI saw the consumer price index crossing 4 percentage point, which is its comfort zone. In the May of 2022, it crossed 7.7, but due to some intervention by RBI, it cooled down to a 7.03 in June of 2022. Increasing inflation made the central banks a bit jittery and forced them to increase the interest rate, making the financing expensive for companies. It resulted in a situation where the new age companies became more conservative in their spending. In April of 2022, the industry raised only $2.97 billion versus a $4.07 billion in the same period last year, according to a Mint report. One of India's leading edtech startup, an academy, recently laid off over 600 employees, which kind of triggered the great layoff saga. In a letter to the employees, the co-founder and CEO of an academy, Mr. Gaurav Munjal wrote, "We must learn to work under constraints and focus on profitability at all cost." Following these trends, many big names in the industry like Ola, Blinkit, Miso, Vedantu, Cast24 and many more cut their manpower. And in total, the industry laid off to a tune of 9,500 plus employees. Many even stopped their growth plan for an unforeseen future. So, What all mean by this? This means that the startups are not going to spend mindlessly anymore. They are going to be more calculative in their spending. Their pay ratio might come down as compared to tech giants. They also going to stop the ESOP programs for a while, which made $335 million for employees across the industry in 2021. And that might not happen in 2022 or even in 2023. So yeah, the funding winter is here and it is here to stay for a while until the COVID related bottlenecks are sorted and the inflation has cooled down marginally. So it will be interesting to see how all this unfolds in the future without the economy going into a recession. That's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed and thanks for listening. Until next time.